JJS updated, and this time, the gap between updates was actually pretty small. This update releases Higuruma to the public for free, along with 2, technically 3, new moves for his awakening, all of which complete him as a character. The update outside of Higuruma is pretty small, but what we did get is cool, and that's what this video is going to be about. I'll explain everything Higuruma got, plus my own thoughts later down the line, but before that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date on JJS news. Now, let's get into the video. This update gave Higuruma 3 new moves in his awakening: Domain Amplification, which is an R special, Verdict, and Triple Sentence. Domain Amp consumes awakening, giving you an aura that absorbs 1 attack for free. Verdict is a quick, close-range guard break that hits the opponent and adds to the target's guilty marks or whatever they're called. I'll call them that for convenience, much in the same way that Execution does. Finally, Triple Sentence is a weird one, but it shoots 2 projectiles that each add a guilty mark on whoever they hit, before doing a final projectile that also adds a guilty mark. What's interesting is that the 2 projectiles have no stun, and they aren't able to execute off of guilty mark either, only add to it. The final projectile is the only part of the move that can kill. Both of the 2 new moves are pretty good, but I'll go over that more in the actual part of the video dedicated to discussion. Awakening of 2 sentences, which are the bars filled during the domain minigame, gives you 15 extra seconds of awakening. Everything else in the update is a lot more quality of lifey. Perfection Tag's timer is capped at 2 minutes now, so there's no more insane 7-minute rounds or whatever, and you get 45 seconds back on kill, down from 60. Also, Sukuna no longer regains life from burst in Final Showdown, which is a good thing because that used to make him literally immortal. There's some optimization with movement speed handling and search speed for achievements, plus a new toggle for ragdoll sound effects. Finally, there's some bug fixes, which are nothing out of the ordinary, nor related to balance that much, but there are some game-breaking bugs here that were fixed, like Elo not being given in ranked, or mobile users not being able to win the Final Judgment minigame. Outside of Higuruma, it's a pretty small update, and now we're going to talk about it, mostly in regards to Higuruma and Roulette. Higuruma's new moves are busted, and are pretty much what he needed to be a very strong awakening. Verdict is solid, despite it kind of being M1 reliant, because it's just a very quick guard break for 1 that you can use to shut down turtling. Execute doesn't do this because of the long startup, and it guarantees you a mark if you land an M1. It's by far the most reliable way to finish somebody off. The ragdoll also combos into Execute, which guarantees you 2 marks if you hit someone and they have no ragdoll cancel. Triple Sentence, on the other hand, is busted. All 3 hits are unblockable projectiles that apply a mark, and while yes, they do no stun, and yes, only the final one can kill whoever you hit, it's still very easy to land at least 1 of the hits, especially of how to move as next no startup, and I consistently land about 2. It's very inconsistent for finishing someone off, of course. Most people can dodge that final hit, but landing the first 2 is child's play, and if you do, it turns Execute and Verdict, both of which normally need to be landed 3 times, into moves that you just have to hit once. Mind you, Execute and Verdict are both hilariously easy to land. Verdict off a basic M1 combo, Execute when your opponent dashes and is somewhat close to you. Honestly feels like it should be nerfed, because you get 2 uses of this thing that either removes the whole gimmick of Higuruma having to hit his moves multiple times, through applying 2 hits for free, or straight up one-shotting somebody if they don't dodge that last hit because their parents called them for dinner or something. It's really stupid, but that's for tomorrow's video if that ever gets made. Anyways, Domain Amplification was also added, and it is very good, but also not something to be spammed and not something you always have to use. The problem with Domain Amplification is that it burns your awakening pretty fast, and while it's still possible to grab a kill despite this, you do want to have as much awakening time as possible, which Domain Amp doesn't work well with. That isn't to say it's bad, of course. You can time it to avoid a move that you really don't want to deal with, or use it to tank a hit and M1 someone when they M1 you, which can end a fight if you use it at the right time. But it's always been more consistent for me to just keep the extra awakening time so that I have more uses for the offensive moves. It's a good tool that has its ups and downs, and I do like it, but whether you use it or not is really up to you. Still, a free iframe means a free get out of jail free card from a would-be combo, and that's very valuable, especially with a character that wants to be up and personal using M1s to land their one-shots. As for Roulette changes, Sukuna no longer regenerating on burst is a good thing. Like, objectively speaking, that was stupid, so no criticisms there. Perfection Tag's change, though, feels like there's a lot I want to say. Main thing, though, is that 45 seconds is still way too much, And while the cap is neat, I don't know why Z thinks the killer should get anything more than 30 seconds back from a tag. Like, I'd say the right number would be 15 seconds, if anything. It's hilariously easy to stack up kills in Perfection Tag, as long as you aren't against a parkour god like me, or have a horrible debilitating skill issue. I know there's some of you who play Forsaken here, basically everybody has at this point, and in Forsaken, a game where killing somebody takes actual effort and can take a lot of time if the other players are good or coordinated, they give you 30 seconds back on the clock. You gotta hit people multiple times, they can hit back, whatever, you get the point. Meanwhile, in a game mode where you only need to land one forward dash or an idle transfiguration, both of which are really, really easy to do, why do you get 45 seconds back? If you can kill 4 people in the span of 30 seconds, compared to something like Forsaken where it's closer to 1, I'm not sure what thought process led to the decision being made that 60 seconds, and now 45 seconds, is the right amount of time back on kill. I hope it gets reduced. No idea if Z is going to touch Perfection Tag even more after 2 consecutive updates on it, but Perfection Tag was never really difficult to win, even before the time back thing was added, and I don't see what led to it being changed. Not that I can anymore. If anything, time could maybe scale off the amount of players if he thinks that big lobbies or something are the issue, but Perfection Tag should have been left the way it was on day 1, and while this is an improvement over the ridiculousness that was in the last update, I don't know how that got greenlit, it's still not great. Now that we've talked about that, let's go into Ranked and showcase the Awakening in actual 1v1 fights. Alright, so that shouldn't have worked. But anyways, I'm gonna do one live showcase of the Awakening, and apparently that bug where the lives don't show is still in the game. Though, about that bug, it is purely like a visual thing. The round will still end, it's just that the lives don't show. Oh, that missed. Oh, but he got blocked. Okay, throwing strikes, and I don't know why that worked again. It shouldn't have, but not complaining. Grapple. Yeah, he's dead, actually. The main thing with Higuruma's Awakening is that it is really good. And wow, this guy did not waste his ragdoll cancel. Okay, he's... well, I was about to say smart, but that was kind of a dumb idea. I don't know why he did that. Now he's gonna waste it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, oh. Grapple him back. Oh, no, I got stuck on the... well, he didn't block, so I don't have to deal with that problem. One more kill and I should have Awakening back. And... let's get Awakening. Silence? Yeah. Probably silence... oh, no, it's Denial. Okay. I'm guessing it's Silence again. And now he's gonna do Denial? Yeah. Alright. Let's showcase Awakening. So. Main thing with Trip... oh. Alright, I got interrupted. Verdict is really good because any M1 converts into a free mark. And then you can, like, Execution right after. I was kind of slow on it for another free mark, which already puts them on Death's Door. I'm not going to use Final Judgment on purpose here because I don't want to end this match way too quickly. But let's... alright, let's use Triple Sentence. Triple Sentence. See how, like, the final hit is really difficult to land? Like, the hitbox on it is very small. But it's still, like, a pretty good move because of the ability to mark people. And now he's dead. And that's the end of the match. I'll try to showcase it more in another match. It should be teleporting me, right? Why is he still alive? You should be dead. Why are you still alive? Okay, there we go. And then, down slam. Justice served. M1, M1, M1. Down slam. Grapple. M1, M1, M1. Wait, oh shoot, I shouldn't be killing him. Hang on. Deadly Sentencing. I got carried away in the combo. That's my bad. Is he gonna confess? If he doesn't, then I'll just do the normal. Okay, yeah, he is. Trying to showcase Awakening. Sorry. Yeah, you see, it's a pretty easy first mark here. And now if I do Verdict... oh, well, okay. I didn't expect him to die from the move. Dang it. Okay. Okay, hopefully I can actually get a better showcase of the Awakening here. I mean, it's a Yuki, so... alright. Justice served? Yeah, okay, I ragdolled that. As expected. And yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. No, thank you. Oh, he blocked that. Down slam? Okay, now I forget. I always forget, coming back to JJS, the hitbox of that is terrible. Not consistent in the slightest. I should really stop trying to use it as a generic guard break when it really is not. Up tilt and the trolling strikes. M1, 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 1. Down slam. Grapple. He's gonna block. Oh, okay, no, he isn't. Wow. Nice mix-up, man. Huh? Okay, at least he missed that. I'm still in the running. He has a ragdoll cancel, though. And I can punish that. Throwing strikes, and you're dead. Okay. This guy is a good Yuki, which... Those are scary to fight. They're scary to fight, but they're not that crazy. Thankfully. Like, Yuki's not a bad character. He's gonna ragdoll cancel? Yeah. Yeah, like, there's counterplay to Higuruma, but once you, like, if you can separate the good people who know when to ragdoll cancel from the bad people who don't, you can really predict when they're gonna do stuff. Like, there's a lot of ways to fake bait a ragdoll cancel with Higuruma, at least more than compared to Gojo, which is nice. Also, I should have done trolling strikes, not... I don't know why I did that. I should have done trolling strikes instead of justice serves. That was my mistake. And of course, Mask Breaker. I can do trolling strikes here. I thought he didn't have a ragdoll cancel. He did. That's gonna hurt a little. And I thought that M1 would interrupt him, but I guess not. Okay. Gonna win another neutral engagement. Alright. Does he have ragdoll cancel? Yeah, he does. It's difficult to tell at times. At least I stunned him. Alright. Stun him airborne. Oh. I hate Mask Breaker. I want to make a video talking about how stupid that move is. Okay, he didn't block. I thought he would. I thought he would block it, but I guess not. I don't know if I should... Oh, I should awaken, actually. Anyways, probably denial. Either that or silence. Oh, okay, he's confession. Is he trying to... Yeah, he is trying to help me short this. Thank you! Alright. Well, now he uses that, I probably shouldn't die. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then Verdict. Okay. That's why Verdict's such a good move. Well, no, Triple Sentence and Verdict are both really good moves. Think about, like, Verdict instantly converts, and I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to, like, abuse Awakening in this match, but, okay. Triple Sentence... I'll just talk over everything while I finish up the fight. He's gonna... Ragdoll cancel? There we go. No? No, second hit? Okay. Oh, I messed up. I messed up the timing on that, which is my mistake. But this guy's a good player. I like him. Cool. And then... I don't know why I did that. That was not the right play, but... it works. Anyways, the reason Triple Sentence is such a good move, even though it very much is not good at executing, is because, as you can see, the normal, like, 2 hits of either Execution or Verdict that I had to do got completely skipped because I landed 2 hits of Final Judgment, and of Triple Sentence. I get the skill names mixed up at times. And he should die with this combo, maybe? Oh, I messed up my combo. And I'm gonna eat a lot of damage for that. That's fine. Not really fine, but not, end of the world bad. Oh. He messed up. Oh yeah, bag will cancel. Oh, he missed. And he's dead. GG.